Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is having a happy Wednesday and 5 days before Christmas and got all your Christmas stuff done and wrapping up. I know it's been a crazy couple weeks. Hope y'all are doing good. So today we're going to go into GovCon Core Apps. It's an application that we built to help small businesses with their government contracting, help navigate, do some market analysis, and also do some sourcing for contracts all in one spot. So here, as you can see, I've got some NAICS codes. Actually, before we kind of get started, want to thank everybody and would appreciate if you'd like, share, and follow our page and help support us. And if you're interested in learning more, purchasing this, I'll drop a link in the chat. Get started. Now you can purchase this product in one of two ways. So you can get it through our website, Core Solutions Group, grp.com, or through SB Money Flow as well. And for SB Money Flow, you get so much more than just our application as well. You're also going to get a market analysis or CRM tool, automation, a lot of great stuff, including our platform as well. So I'll be dropping those links in the chat so you can access those. If you want to check them out. All right, so we're going to get started. So we've got a couple NAICS in here that you can reference from. And this is actually the current fiscal year. So this is 2024, and this is the agencies that are buying those NAICS codes. It's also, you can see on the right, here's the list of agencies as well, and the total amount was awarded. So Department of Defense, just so far in this first quarter of 2024, has already spent $18 million on those NAICS codes that we have up here above. So you can go in our application, you can go back and look at previous years as well. As you can see, that all updated, and it looks like GSA was the biggest spender last year. But let's take GSA out of the mix and look at our next two biggest ones. So as you'll see, Department of Defense, Veteran Affairs, those were our heavy hitters. And as you can see here on the right, GSA spent $224 million on those services. And then narrowing it on down. So you know what, I'm curious. Let's look and see which NAICS codes GSA spent. So it's kind of the breakdown here for fiscal year 2023 of what NAICS codes they broke it down to. Okay, we're going to go into a little bit deeper dive. Let's go into the Department of Defense. Let's look at the sub-agency. So our platform break it down into the sub-agencies and narrow it down even farther for you. Again, we have this pie chart over here on the left. The one cool thing is if you don't want to see a certain piece and you want to look at more of it, you can just deselect these. Down here at the bottom, you have the department map, kind of breaks it down into that tree. And then also shows you how much each of those spent for those NAICS codes. And then the cool thing in this as well that we've built in is, you've got the NAICS codes breakdown. Again, here, the price, or what the agencies were buying, how much they were buying. But then when we go click in here, you can also see all the contracting officers or specialists that are associated with that sub-agency and their contact information. You also have the ability to add contacts as well. So if you have a contracting officer you're working with or anybody else with that contract, you can actually enter that information here and you have it for your own personal account. So you've got your own contact page. All right, so we're going to go back to home. If you're joining me right now, I want to thank you for joining me. Put a shout out in the chat of where you're from, where you're watching from. And thank you again. So down here, we're going to scroll down. This is going to show when they are buying for the NAICS code that's in the system. As you can see, scrolled a little too fast. GSA, actually their big quarter was in 2023. It looks like the second quarter. So kind of one of those things you can start looking at is when are they buying, so you know when to start targeting them sooner. Here on the right, we also have your potential teaming partners. So these are companies that are currently doing business with these government agencies, and they're doing exactly what you're doing with the NAICS codes that are entered in the system. So let's just pull up this first one. Okay, in here you've got their information. You also have, you can see the contracts that were awarded and the NAICS code that was associated with it. And then on this blue link, this will take you right to the SAM notification as well. And great things in here, you can add, the company's website. You can add any certifications that they might have in here as well to kind of build your your platform to be make it easier for you when you're actually looking for potential business partners, teaming partners. You can also add capabilities in here if you know there's certain capability that they do. There will be some new and upcoming stuff coming for this we're pretty excited about. The other thing is you can also add the point of contact as well. So if you have a specific person that you talk to at that company, you can add all their information, including their LinkedIn. So you have all of that ready to go. If you come across a contract, you're like, hey, I need to know. We're going to go right here into the business side of it. Of, who is a hub zone in the hub zone, because I see a contract out there for a hub zone. So any of that information that you've plugged in is now going to populate, and these are the ones that have a hub zone certification. And you can narrow it down as well as if you're looking for specific capabilities. Okay, it's going to narrow it down even further. That way you know, okay, I have this contract opportunity. I'm looking for a teaming partner. This is what I'm going to do is narrow it down to who has these capabilities, these set-asides, and be able to reach out to them and say, hey, I'd like to team up on this. Or if they've just recently awarded a contract, you can reach out to them as well. All right, next up, we're going to go to agencies. Okay, in here in the agency, you can select, let's go down here to Department of Energy. Okay, and then you can also go even further. You can go to, into the sub-agencies, you see in here on the right. And then you can scroll on through. Now, as you saw before, let's go back out of that. In here, so you can enter agency information. Okay, so we have a test in here. So capability sought. So those are what they're looking for. So you are looking at forecast reports or sources sought notices, pre-solicitations, and learning what these agencies are looking for. And you can plug this information in. An estimated date of when they are going to be looking at potentially sourcing these contracts, and the estimated amount, plus the NAICS codes and the PSC codes. So you have all this business or agency intel in here, along with you can add their social media, their website, any additional resources. Again, you have the POCs information in here. You can add more POCs if you're talking to some other as well. But then you can filter it in here, as you can see, when you're looking at doing some more targeting with the agencies. Okay, if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us. If you're watching this replay, please put replay in the chat. I want to thank you all for joining us. And then I also put in our chat, there's 2 ways to access our platform. You can get it directly through us at coresolutionsgrp.com, or you can also get it through sbmoneyflow.com as well. SB Money Flow, you're not only getting this application, but you are also going to get a lot more tools and features in there as well. So you'll have marketing, your automation, calendars, your CRM. There's so much in there, including this. So if you have a chance, get over there and check it out and let us know. Okay, and so now we're going to go back into opportunities. So this is actually sourced directly from Sam. And this is one of those quick search pages. So if you're looking for something really quick, this is where you want to go. Makes it so much easier. It automatically populates your NAICS codes that you already have in the system. So you can see what opportunities are currently out there. You can search for them and narrow it down even further. If you want to look at solicitations, you can select that. And then if you have a specific target agency that you have in mind, you can then select that one. And that will show what contracts out there. And then you do have the capability to go directly to SAM through this as well. Now you can also clear everything out and start looking even further. So say you want to look at a specific set aside. These are all the solicitations right now that's out there for a woman-owned small business. Now you can do some filtering of, you want to look at the most recently posted or the deadline just by selecting those. Anything in blue text in our system has some form of capability, whether it's, as you can see here, doing filters. It'll take you to a pop-up or a new page. So there's a lot of capabilities there. Now, a cool thing we have is an interactive report. So say you want to start saving reports, having them sent to you every day, and being able to just click the link, go right in, look at SAM, and not have to actually log into SAM to see these. Okay, so in here, I know we've had several questions on how do we operate and use this interactive report. So this is your primary report. Up here on the right, you have actions. You can add or change the columns, what's displayed in here. Everything on the right is what's currently displayed. Everything on the left is what's not. And you can add these by clicking the arrows, selecting one on each side, or you can resort them as well. So say if you want, the title to be a little higher up, or the set aside to be higher up. Okay. And apply. So now as you can see, it's filtered out. Now the other thing about our system is if there's documents, you can select that and you can download these documents for a quick review. Excuse me. Okay. All right, so let's do a filter. So let's filter out. Let's say we want to look at, here on the left you have the columns you can select. Let's just select the woman-owned, actually, yeah, we'll do this one. And hit apply. So now it has automatically filtered out all the contracts that are out there for an EDWOSB. Now you can go in and save this report. Give it a name. You can add a description as well. All right, now you actually have a saved report. So you can see here in the middle, where's number 5, these are all the reports that you can save in here. So anytime you want to come in and look at a quick report, you can go in and do that. So you have them. Now the other cool thing is you go back to actions, go to subscription, and this is where you can set up so you can receive daily, weekly, or monthly reminders or emails that'll show any new contracts that are out there. You can get them in any format. You can send it to specific email addresses. You can do your frequency. And then you can also, it's automatically selected for you, is if there's no data found, you're not going to get an email that day. You can select the start dates and the end dates. And then once you hit apply, you'll start receiving those emails. They usually hit about 6 o'clock in the morning, and you'll have them if there's any new updates for what you're looking for. And that is, you can also download these reports in here. A lot of great features. So thank you again for joining me this evening as I take you through our application GovCon Core Apps. We've built this for small businesses to help them with their market analysis and to navigate the government contracting world, because we all know it is a process, but well worth it. If you have any questions, please just drop them in the chat. If you'd like to see any more about this program or learn any more about it, just reach out to us. We're happy to answer questions. And like I said, we have two ways of being able to get our application. You can buy directly from us if you go to coresolutionsgrp.com, or you can, it's available as well through sbmoneyflow.com, which also has a lot of other great features. And like I said, it has the CRM, the marketing tools, the calendars, all of that, and this included. So thanks again for joining us. And if you're watching this again, please hit replay, and we will see you again. Thank you. Have a great night.